Merry Christmas. Now, if you're watching this, I have news for you. You're alive. Honestly, this is a Christmas like no other. This has been a year like no other. We have been challenged to the core. And if you have not been challenged, maybe you are made of a different material. But for most of us, we have been challenged in our jobs, we have been challenged in our businesses, we have been challenged in our relationships as we have stayed in lockdown, separated from different people. It has been a year like no other. But here we are. The year is coming to the end, and it is Christmas. So let us celebrate. Let us celebrate life. Let us celebrate being here. Let us celebrate Christmas. If you remember last Christmas, there was so much excitement, so much anticipation, so much prophecies. The year was coming to an end, and 2020 was coming on. A year of double. Man, did we know that it would also be a year of double trouble. But here we are. And not all is lost. As I said, if you're listening to me, you're alive. And if you're alive, there is hope. It is Christmas, and we need to celebrate. Celebrate who we are. Celebrate our strength. Celebrate the challenges that we have overcome. Celebrate what we have been able to go through. And celebrate life. We have been tested to the core. Like, honestly, what just hit us? Honestly, we have been tested and proven. We have been proven to be resilient. We have been proven to be strong. We have been proven to stand together, even apart. And that is something to celebrate. We have lived in lockdown since March. And although right now we are allowed to be out and about, we really know that we cannot be out and about, because deep inside, we know that it's not safe. We know that we have to stay inside as much as is possible. But that's not our culture. That's not how we are socialized as Ugandans, as Africans, and as human beings generally. Yet, we must celebrate Christmas in whichever way. We may not be able to gather. We may not be able to do all those family celebrations that we love. We may not be able to go for the movies and parties, and all the malls may not be jammed with shopping, but there is so much to celebrate. Most importantly, we have life. Remember, Christmas also marks setting in time. It's been a year since we celebrated last Christmas, and now another Christmas is here. Celebrate who you are and who you have become in that time. Celebrate what you have learned in that time. Who are you? Where are you? And where are you going? How have you gone through this year? What approaches have you used to go through this year? Reflect and ask yourself, if I applied the same approaches that I have been able to use to go through the year, the challenges, the difficulties, in all other areas of my life, how far would I go? Reflect on your strength. You are a very strong person. You are here. You are still standing. You are able to get up and to show up. and that needs celebration. Reflect on your relationships. Who are those people that have continued to stand by you, that have surrounded you even apart? Who are those people that have walked with you through thick and thin in this year? And how are you cultivating those relationships? Reflect on what you have learned. What have you learned this year? Honestly, this year has been full of lessons, nuggets of wisdom. If you haven't learned your lesson, now that is a real loss. So what have you learned? And how will you apply it in your life moving forward? And strategize for the future. This is a time to strategize knowingly. The pandemic has come with different opportunities. How are you positioning yourself to be able to benefit and to attract those opportunities? Who do you want to become in the next year? What opportunities do you want to attract for yourself? And even as you reflect on what opportunities you want to attract to yourself, reflect on what you want to remove from your life. The pandemic has taught us many lessons. We have learned that the many things we thought we need, we don't actually need them. So what are you going to remove from your life? Things that have been taking your time, your money, that you have realized you don't actually need. Most importantly, decide intentionally to celebrate life. We have gone through so much in this year. We have seen so much. We have lost so much. We have lost people. We have lost life. We have lost businesses and incomes and jobs. Some people have actually lost their livelihood. But as I said, if you're here, if you are listening to this, you are alive. And that is something to celebrate. Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow is not assured. What we have to celebrate life is now. N-O-W, now. To celebrate who we are, where we are, and where we want to go. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for when you get which job. Stop waiting for when you get which kind of money. Stop waiting for when your boss starts treating you which way. Stop waiting for when your husband begins doing what. Stop waiting for when your wife starts cooking which meals. Stop waiting. Now is when we have to celebrate who we are and where we are. Let us hope for a good year. In fact, let us hope for a better year. But let us not stop living life while waiting. Let us not stop celebrating life while waiting. I invite you to continue thanking God for life. I invite you to continue praising God while waiting for the deliverance and for the breakthroughs. And I invite you to continue celebrating life. Don't forget to subscribe. We wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas. God bless you.